These are 7 cars that mechanics consistently recommend and trust enough to buy with their own money, and not one of them is a premium brand. When over 3/4 of drivers don't always trust their mechanics, the vehicles these professionals choose for themselves become incredibly revealing. The latest evidence comes from mechanics across the country who've been sharing their top picks on social media, and there's a clear consensus emerging. Despite all the marketing noise from luxury brands, the cars mechanics actually drive tell a different story entirely. At the top of nearly every mechanics list sits the Toyota Camry, and the numbers explain why. This midsize sedan averages 162,177 miles before major issues, with a remarkable 25.6% chance of reaching 200,000 miles. But here's what really catches mechanics' attention. The annual repair cost averages just $388, compared to an industry average of $652. Mechanic Jeff Landrum puts it simply, "We've maintained this lady's car since she bought the car new. She's had little to no issues with the car." That's the kind of real-world endorsement that carries weight in service bays across America. The Camry's reliability rating of 4.0 out of 5.0 ranks it third among all midsize cars. But what mechanics really appreciate is its predictability. A well-maintained Camry routinely provides reliable service for 20 to 25 years, easily reaching the 300,000-mile mark. Toyota's engineering philosophy of proven technology over flashy innovation resonates strongly with professionals who see the consequences of automotive complexity every day. If the Camry is the gold standard, the Corolla is pure platinum in mechanics' eyes. With a reliability rating of 4.5 out of 5.0, it ranks first among all compact cars while maintaining an annual repair cost of just $362. The probability of a severe repair drops to just 7%, compared to 11% for other compact cars. One mechanic's advice captures the Corolla's appeal perfectly. Stick to routine oil changes, and this car will easily surpass 200,000 miles. The 2025 model continues this tradition with its naturally aspirated 2.0-liter engine and CVT transmission, deliberately avoiding turbochargers that add complexity and potential failure points. Online testimonials from mechanics are telling. One commented, "Just ask my mechanic the same thing, and he said, 'You can't go wrong with Toyota.'" Another shared an extreme example. "My '87 Corolla's life ended at 900,000 miles. It always got me from A to B." Honda's reputation among mechanics is complicated, but ultimately positive, especially for the Civic. With an annual maintenance cost of $368 and Honda's overall brand reliability rating of 4.0 out of 5.0, the Civic represents excellent value. Over 10 years, maintenance costs average $5,632, which is $748 below the industry average for sedans. Mechanics appreciate the Civic's 1.5-liter turbocharged engine paired with Honda's CVT transmission, which balances power and efficiency effectively. The chassis construction uses high-strength steel that reduces wear from rough roads, while Honda's legendary VTEC engines continue their reputation for endurance. However, mechanics also acknowledge Honda's mixed history. About 15 years ago, the company struggled with automatic transmission problems, followed by engine issues. More recently, the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine has experienced some oil dilution problems, but current Civic models have largely addressed these concerns, and the 16.08% chance of major repair over 10 years remains competitive. The CR-V represents Honda at its most reliable, with annual maintenance costs between $325 and $407. Mechanics describe it as the automotive equivalent of a Swiss Army knife, always ready, rarely fussy, and surprisingly capable. What mechanics particularly appreciate is Honda's real-time AD system, which uses a simple dual-pump design with very low actuator failure rates. This simplicity translates to fewer expensive repairs and more predictable maintenance schedules. The CR-V's cavernous cargo area and confident all-weather traction make it practical, while its wallet-friendly fuel economy keeps operating costs low. Mazda has quietly become a mechanic's favorite, earning a 4.0 out of 5.0 reliability rating from RepairPal and ranking 5th overall for low repair costs and infrequency of serious issues. The average annual repair cost of $462 for all Mazda models sits well below the $652 industry average. In November 2024, mechanics at Royalty Auto Service confirmed what many in the industry already knew. Mazda cars are the least expensive to repair, averaging $457.46 based on 2 years of hands-on experience. This real-world data aligns closely with RepairPal's estimates. Consumer Reports consistently gives the Mazda CX-5 and Mazda 3 excellent dependability ratings, with the CX-5 ranking first among 26 midsize SUVs. J.D. Power's 2025 Vehicle Dependability Study placed Mazda second in the mass market segment with just 161 problems per 100 vehicles. Mazda's Skyactiv engines, introduced in 2011, demonstrate impressive longevity due to robust construction and reduced mechanical complexity. With regular maintenance, modern Mazdas commonly last 200,000 to 250,000 miles, making them excellent long-term investments. The Tucson might seem like an outlier on this list, but mechanics increasingly respect Hyundai's transformation. With a reliability rating of 4.0 out of 5.0 and annual repair costs of $426, the Tucson offers excellent ownership costs. J.D. Power gives the 2025 Tucson an 85 out of 100 rating for quality and reliability. What really catches mechanics' attention is Hyundai's unmatched 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, which demonstrates the company's confidence in its engineering. The 2025 model uses a refined 2.5-liter engine and 8-speed dual-clutch transmission that have shown fewer issues than previous generations. With regular maintenance, mechanics report that Tucsons easily exceed 300,000 kilometers without major mechanical issues. The affordable parts and widely available service support make it practical for long-term ownership. Subaru earns mechanics respect for different reasons than the Japanese mainstream brands. An impressive 96% of Subarus from the past decade remain on the road today, highlighting their exceptional longevity. The Outback regularly exceeds 200,000 miles, with many owners reporting 250,000 miles or more. The 2024 Forester tops J.D. Power's quality and reliability charts among Subaru SUVs with a score of 84 out of 100. The Outback recorded a 22.3% likelihood of reaching 250,000 miles, making it nearly twice as likely as the average vehicle to achieve such high mileage. Mechanics appreciate Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive and boxer engine design, which provide exceptional traction and a low center of gravity. The 2.5-liter engine avoids turbocharging, simplifying maintenance requirements. As one mechanic notes, even wear on tires and brakes due to balanced design. Though not always considered conventional, the Prius deserves mention as the most bulletproof hybrid ever made. Since its 1997 introduction in Japan as the world's first mass-market hybrid, decades of refinement have made Prius incredibly reliable. Regular Prius owners can expect 200,000 to 250,000 miles, with many surpassing 300,000 miles. The Mileage Impossible Facebook group documents Priuses used as taxis surpassing 500,000 kilometers. As mechanics point out, taxi operators wouldn't choose Toyota hybrids if they worried about reliability. Counterintuitively, Toyota's hybrids are actually simpler than their pure gasoline counterparts in some ways. Decades of experience have allowed Toyota to fine-tune hybrid systems while maintaining their straightforward engineering philosophy. When mechanics spend their own money, they choose vehicles that prioritize proven technology over flashy features, reliability over luxury, and long-term value over short-term appeal. These 7 cars represent the automotive equivalent of a craftsman's tools: dependable, affordable to maintain, and built to last. The consensus is clear: Japanese engineering philosophy, combined with Korean ambition and American practicality in Subaru's case, creates vehicles that mechanics trust with their families and finances. In an industry where 78% of drivers don't always trust their mechanics, these recommendations carry the weight of professional experience and personal investment.